For over 4,500 years, the Great Sphinx of Giza has stared out across the desert, alone. One face, one body, one monument, unlike anything else on Earth. But new radar scans of the Giza Plateau may have just uncovered something that changes everything we thought we knew. Buried beneath a mound of hardened sand, less than 1,000 feet from the original, researchers say there might be a second Sphinx. Stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll understand exactly why some scientists are 80% convinced and why Egypt's most famous archaeologist is calling the whole thing a fabrication. It started with a podcast appearance. Filippo Biondi, a radar engineer, sat down and dropped a claim that would ricochet across the internet within days. Satellite radar, they claimed, had detected a massive symmetrical structure hidden beneath the sand at Giza, one that mirrors the shape of the Sphinx we already know. Biondi and his team call it the Khafre project. Using a technique called SAR Doppler tomography, think of it like a CT scan, but for an entire desert, they claim to have picked up vertical shafts, horizontal passages, and a shape roughly 108 feet tall, sitting under a dune that most visitors would walk straight past without a second glance. "We are very confident," Biondi said. "About 80%. 80% confident in a second Sphinx." That's the headline. But to understand why this claim is so explosive, we need to go back to a piece of stone that's been sitting in plain sight for over 3,000 years. The Great Sphinx is one of the largest and oldest monuments on the planet. A limestone lion with a human face, stretching 240 feet long and 66 feet high. Most Egyptologists date it to the reign of Pharaoh Khafre, around 2500 BC, believing it was carved to guard his pyramid and stare eternally toward the rising sun. Running the tomography data through their models, the researchers reported what they called a 100% correlation in symmetry between the known Sphinx and the buried shape matching proportions, matching orientation. Beneath the mound, the scans reportedly reveal vertical shafts, narrow, engineered-looking passages plunging downward, similar in style to shaft systems already documented elsewhere on the plateau. Branching off from those shafts, the team claims to see horizontal chambers connecting to one another, suggesting, if real, not just a statue, but a structure with internal space. And finally there's that stele, two sphinxes, carved in stone, 3,400 years ago, by the very civilization that would have known the plateau better than anyone who has ever lived. Put together, it's a compelling case. Radar, symmetry, shafts, chambers, and an inscription that's been hiding the answer the whole time. At least, that's the theory. But before you start planning a trip to Cairo to see the second Sphinx for yourself, we need to talk about why most Egyptologists aren't buying any of it. Ground and satellite radar can be powerful tools, but according to independent radar specialists, these waves weaken quickly underground. Reaching the depths claimed at Giza through dense limestone bedrock is considered by many in the field to be physically implausible with this method. One radar expert put it bluntly: the signal simply shouldn't be able to travel that far. The findings haven't been published in a peer-reviewed journal, and no physical excavation has taken place to confirm them. In science, a striking image is a starting point for investigation. Without a shovel ever touching the ground, 80% confident remains an opinion, not a discovery. This also isn't the first time bold underground claims have come out of Giza. Similar announcements in past years: a hidden Sphinx, an ancient underground city, were dismissed by Egypt's own former antiquities chief as baseless, and by outside scientists as cherry-picked patterns pulled from noisy data. Decades of extensive excavation at Giza, they point out, have never turned up anything resembling a second monument. So where does that leave us? A viral claim, a 3,400-year-old carving, and a scientific community that, so far, isn't convinced. But here's the thing about mysteries like this one: they don't need to be proven to be worth thinking about. Because ask yourself, what would it actually mean if there really was a second Sphinx down there? An entire twin monument, hidden for over 4,000 years, waiting under a dune that tourists have walked past for generations without a second thought. It would rewrite what we know about the Giza Plateau. It would mean the ancient Egyptians left us a message in plain sight, one we've been looking at for 2 centuries without truly seeing it. Maybe that's why this story keeps coming back, decade after decade, claim after claim. Because deep down, we want there to be more buried beneath our feet than we've already found. For now, the only confirmed Sphinx at Giza is still the one the whole world already knows. Everything else, the mound, the shafts, the mirrored symmetry, remains unverified. But the researchers behind the claim say they're seeking permission for a physical dig, which means we may not be waiting long for a real answer. Until then, the desert keeps its secret, exactly as it has for thousands of years. And perhaps that's the most fitting part of this entire story, that the Sphinx, guardian of riddles, still holds at least one more. To understand why a claim like this captures so much attention, it helps to step back. The Giza Plateau isn't just home to the Sphinx, it's anchored by the Pyramid of Khafre, believed by many scholars to share a builder with the Sphinx itself. This has been sacred, engineered ground for over 4,000 years. Every grain of sand here has a story. The tools that shaped it, the workers who moved it, the weathering that slowly reshapes the Sphinx's face to this day. The tool at the center of this controversy is called SAR Doppler tomography, a radar technique that, in other contexts, has been used to map everything from ice sheets to ancient riverbeds from space. It works by bouncing radar waves off a surface and analyzing how they scatter to infer what lies beneath. Elsewhere, it's a respected method. At Giza, its results remain deeply contested not because the science is fake, but because many experts argue it's being pushed far beyond what it can reliably detect. The second Sphinx claim isn't the only mystery hiding beneath Giza. Scientists have documented real, verified cavities inside the Great Pyramid using cosmic ray imaging. Researchers have also studied subtle alignments between the pyramids and the stars, and beneath the sand, ancient passageways still wait to be fully mapped. Giza, it turns out, still has secrets we can actually confirm, no radar controversy required. So we want to know, do you think there's really a second Sphinx buried out there? Or is this just another headline that will fade like the ones before it? Let us know in the comments. And if you enjoyed uncovering this mystery with us, hit subscribe, because there are a lot more secrets buried out there, and we're just getting started.